So we're finally getting our hands on some Paradox Rift cards because tonight we're going to our first and only Paradox Rift pre-release, and that's hosted at Geek Retreat in Dudley. We are absolutely buzzing, really looking forward to it. So we'll jump over now and look at some of the cards that we pulled. Yeah, I think the Xatu is probably the one that I want most of the promo cards, to be fair. I've secretly already got Iron Bundle, obviously, from the from the box that we got the other week. So we just need the Edgy-Slash and Chi-Yu. So hopefully we'll get into, if I can actually get into the box, we'll get something different from this one. Yeah, we'll get in there. I think we're nearly in. God, these are so difficult. Why are they so hard to open? It's only a bit of plastic. Oh, there we go. There's a split now. I can get in. We're in. We're in. Good. We're finally in. So we can split into here. Let's have a look. We've got Roaring Moon on the front there, which is quite cool. And put that over to one side. I'm just going to adjust the camera slightly so that we can get more on screen. Then we can see Roaring Moon, all its glory. But let's have a look, see what we've got. And we do get Chi-Yu. You know what? I'm not disappointed with that. That's pretty cool, to be fair. It's a card I've been quite excited to have a look at, actually. Can you see it? Yeah, so if I can actually get into these again. Why am I struggling with plastic so much? You've got into yours already, haven't you? So, Trez is into his as well. So we're in. Let's have a look, see then. It'd be an interesting one because I don't know what they're going to pair this with, to be fair. What you got? Oh, awesome. Oh, I'm not. Oh, that's pretty cool. Thermal reactions. Oh, you know what? That's decent. That is decent. You've got the same deck as me as well, so hopefully it'll be in here. That one. Yeah. So there's the trainer tips as well. Obviously we get one of these. We got Roaring Moon on the back there. But yeah, it's Chi-Yu I've got. We've got loads and loads of Psychic. We've got a little Flittle there. That's pretty cool. Loads of soft fire energies in there though. We've got Flittle, cute little artwork Flittle there. And then there's the other Chi-Yu. You know what, to be fair, the standard art for Chi-Yu is pretty sick. Quite like that. You seen it? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. So, pretty cool. Esparthra. Oh, that's that stance. When you play this Pokemon, from your hand to evolve when your Pokemon uses your end of your opponent's okay, and Glittering Eyes. If Tulip is in the discard pile, this attack does 70 more damage. Oh, look at that, Trez. That's decent, to be fair. Yeah. We've got Natu as well. So we have got, I'm guessing, the Xatu. Yes, the Xatu's in there with that Clairvoyant Sense. Once during your turn, you may attach a basic energy card from your hand to any of your Pokemon. Sick. So you can attach twice, really. But we've got that Iron Moth as well, which is sick. So I have got that in mind as well, so. And then we got a Lekid, Crackling Shot, Free Retreat. Yes, we've got the pivot cards. We've got a couple of those in there. Have you seen it, sir? That's cool. Free Retreat on the Lekid. And then the Magby. Yeah, the Magby does the same as well. 60. Actually, that's pretty sick. Yeah, the Lekid looks a little bit better. We've got Mela. What's this? Ah, cool. Okay, so that's basically right hand for fire deck. Feel free to throw anything in front of the camera, by the way, to pull anything sick. Okay, here we go. Here we go. He's just showing off. He's just showing off now. Yeah, we got Youngster, all the usual. Oh, Earth and Sealstone. Have a look at that. Sick. Cool. Yeah. Discard cards. So search your deck for 2 basic energy cards. Reveal them. So that'll be useful because we can get the psychics back into the hand. It's called. There's a code card for you. So. See what you want with that. Don't forget they won't be available until the set goes live, but we'll have a look at the packs as well now, see what we've got, because we've got Iron Valiant. There's quite a few actually. We've got all 4 obviously. Yeah, let's crack into Roaring Moon first, I think. Have you not opened anything yet? What's the choice card in this set? I don't actually know.
I don't know. I reckon it's the Iron.
Oh, the Iron Valiant. We got counter catcher luck.
No. No.
Yes, please. You can't have it, but sorry. You got Gimme Goal, Crobat, and the Gholdengo. And there's another code card. And we're going to crack into the Arm Rouge pack next. These pack arts are pretty sick as well, aren't they, to be fair? Yeah,
Has to be an ancient Pokemon, I believe.
yeah, I think it's, yeah, no, the Earthen Vessel you can use whenever you want, but I think any of the other stuff, if it's ancient or future, you have to attach it to that Pokemon. And maybe the Nolite, Gliscor, that's sick. And we got future, like these ones, the future booster capsule. You actually have to attach to a future Pokemon. It's pretty cool. Quite like it. I'm actually getting a decent set too.
Yeah, these aren't doing much.
She got the Devolution.
Yeah, true. Got the Devolution. That's pretty
Devolution and Iona.
Yeah, that's going to be a mess. That'll be an absolute mess.
Send
They evolve everything against Charizard. What we got in here? We've got a Flittle, Trubbish. Yeah, it goes to your hand, doesn't it? Yeah.
Start all cards attached.
Yeah, it's good.
It is basically Scuba. Instead of Scuba back in the ancient booster energy capsule.
You know, like if you want to use it.
That's well.
Not,
Somebody's a bit jealous, I think, aren't they, Trace? Professor Turo's scenario. See?
so much better.
This is actually useful. A lot of these, I think I'm just going to stick in
Aluminium.
straight away.
You only ever need to use one.
Palkia. Have you seen this Palkia as well, too? Because we're decent. These look cool. Yeah, teleport, and
No.
I've already got a table full of code cards here.
Where they can search for
Last pack, so hopefully we'll get something decent in this. We've got an Oricorio. That is weird Oricorio artwork. Swablu. Got Panthea. We've got a Nickit. A cute Nickit there. Oh, Norman, draw 2 cards. Oh, have you seen that? That's actually decent.
Yeah, draw 2 cards if your card one.
Draw 4. If it's
yeah, so draw 4.
Cyclizar. A Toadscroll with cards in your opponent's discard pile with your opponent's ability to train a card. Ah, should I have a look at that one? That could be fun. A little bit of disruption there. Hey, I've got another Iron Man. Okay, so I'm going to stick 2 of these, I think, in the deck. And there's the last code card. As a psychic energy disappears down to the ground. So we're back. We've just got back from the pre-release, and we have 1, 2, 3 build and battle boxes that we opened. So we're going to have a look through those. But we also have another unopened build and battle box. Build and battle box? They are build and battle box. I had to think then. I couldn't remember what they were called. And another 6 packs. So we're going to crack into some of these and see if we can get something decent. Because we didn't have the best of luck, as you've just seen, we didn't have the best of luck in that pre-release. We normally do semi-decent on the pre-releases, but Dan did jump in with that Rika, which was probably the best card that was opened on our table in the night. So we're going to run through. I pulled absolute trash, but Sarah did get some decent cards. In terms of playability, I think I got a few decent cards, but this was Sarah's box, so we're just going to have a quick look through this. Her deck actually isn't in here, but she did get the Chi-Yu deck, exactly the same as mine. Am I causing too much? No, I'm not. That's fine. I thought I was causing loads of shadow then. So I think these are just leftover cards, but we did just gloss over that Screamtail, so I'll have a quick look at that, because that's one of the ancient Pokemon, which is pretty cool. Obviously, it's new to this set, brand new to this set. It does seem like it's going to be this era's answer to Rapid Strike and Single Strike cards, but we'll see how they work. It might be a little bit different, but we've got Mela there as well, which I did use. It's basically right hand for fire cards, we'll say. Parasol Lady. Elekid was in there as well, which was pretty cool. Crackling Shot there. Free Retreat. We do get a couple of these in most of these pre-release sets. But those are the 2 in this. We've got the Magby and the Elekid, and they're both free retreat. They've both got an attack that doesn't take any energy. The Elekid was a little bit better than the Magby, and the reason for that is that Crackling Shot attack. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So if they've got something like this on the bench, you're taking that out straight away. And obviously with pre-release formats, everything does have quite low HP anyway. And then we had that Magby. This was obviously one of the deck cards. Scorching Heater there. During your opponent's next turn, if this Pokemon is damaged by an attack, even if it's knocked out, put 6 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon, which is pretty cool in a format such as this, because you are doing 60 with a single retreat. Well, sorry, a 0 retreat, 30 HP Pokemon. Then we had one of the Hollow Chi-Yus there. A couple of energies. So we're going into the packs that Sarah had now. So she had that Tinglu, which is an awesome looking card. I really like that artwork, to be fair. It's pretty cool. Sandbringer, attach up to 2. So, actually, I'll put that there because these, I can't remember. Oh, what are they called? I think like Gods of Ruination or something like that. The legendaries from Scarlet and Violet. That we'll have a little bit of a better look. But those first attacks seem to be doing pretty much the same, but for different energy. So we'll have a look at that. We got Nickit, little Joltik there, little cute Joltik, which was cool. Steenie, Crobat, a Wimpod, a Lipard, Dishonest Swap, move all damage. That's decent. Dishonest Swap there, move all damage counters from one of your bench Pokemon to your opponent's active Pokemon. Pretty cool. Toxel, a Dottler, an Explode. A Dondozo, big Dondozo there, big chunky 5 energy, 180 damage, Hydro Splash attack there with a 4 energy retreat cost. God, that's mental. Okay, a Golbat, a Slitherwing, which again is another one of those ancient Pokemon. And I did play the Iron Moth in the deck that I was playing, which was pretty cool, which is the future Pokemon. So we'll have a look at that as well. But we've got 2 attacks on there. We've got Stomp Off, discard the top card of your opponent's deck, and Burning Turbulence for 120. This Pokemon also does 90 damage to itself. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burnt. Okay, I'm not blown away by that. It's pretty cool to see some of these ancient Pokemon though, and they've done really, really well with the artwork. The artwork is stunning. I can't wait to put those in some sleeves, get those in the binder. And we are actually going to talk about binders a little bit in this video, because if you have seen recent posts, something special quite special did happen recently. Edgeslash, we've got that, which was one of the promos in the pre-release boxes. Because of that mysterious shield ability, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's EX and Pokemon V. So it's a beefier version of Mimikyu. We've got Tandemaus, Absol, Earthworm, Plusle, little sneaky EX appearing in the background there. A Knacklestack, Snowrunt, Minum, Thievul. Oh, I didn't get to see this. What does that do? Thievul, Robin Run. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may have your opponent reveal their hand and then choose 2 energy cards you find there and shuffle them into your opponent's deck. Okay, cheeky. A Toadscruel with another ability. What's that? Cards in your opponent's discard pile can't be put into the hand. Effect of your opponent's abilities or trainer cards. Okay. Trainer card. Yeah, that's everything. Wow. Okay, that's pretty beefy. Annihilate. And then we have got, last card in here, is that Toxtricity EX, which does take, actually this is pretty decent, 270 Gaia Punch. Is that going to fit into some Miraidon decks? As a method of... Ooh, interesting. We might have to have a play around with that on TCG Live. So, it's Toxtricity. Obviously, it's fighting type, which electric is weak against. Lightning is weak against. We've got that knocking hammer attack there. Discard the top card of your opponent's deck for 70. Yeah, so that's taking out compies and things like that. And Gaia Punk. Discard 3 energy from this Pokemon. It's doing 270. That's a beast. That is actually a little bit of a beast. These two, we're going to have a closer look at, because I think it's pretty cool that they've done this. Obviously, there will be 4 in the set. I haven't seen the others yet. But you see that Flarebringer and Sandbringer there. Attach up to 2 basic of whatever the type of energy the Pokemon is. So we're going to have water and we're going to have grass as well. From your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. So that's pretty cool. Didn't spot that on the night. It is pretty cool. I'm going to put those back in the box before I get shouted at. And we'll put the code cards back in, because unfortunately they are Sarah's code cards, so you're not going to get to see those. And we'll put that over to one side for now. However, we've got some boxes here. All these boxes are mine, so all of the code cards will be going to you. But we're going to have a look because I can't actually remember what's in here. Obviously, we get that little building tips book, which ooh, cool. Okay, which also has a list of the Pokemon in the set there. If you're really quick, you can pause the video and see what's actually on there, because we're going to put that to one side. We don't want to see that, because what we do want to see is that cheeky little iron bundle there, which is actually a decent card. So it's got, that one feels really thick as well. So it's got 100 HP and it's doing refrigerated stream. It's actually quite difficult to get that in decent light with the two effects on the card. Refrigerated stream, which does 80 damage. If your defending Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, it can't attack during the opponent's next turn. Okay, pretty cool. And then we've got Hyper Blower as well, which once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on the bench, you may switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. Okay, so it's almost, not quite, it's almost boss's orders. You're just getting rid of that active Pokemon. But if you do, discard the Pokemon and all energy attached. So it can be used a little bit. I'm going to move the light around here so I can actually see what's going on. Oh, well, I've just messed up the entire thing now. We're in a mess. Is that straight? Oops. There we go. Yeah, it's in the centre. I didn't do terribly. That was quite neat. Quite neat. I haven't messed it up, and we've got better lighting as well now. Fantastic. So Hyper Blower, a lot of people playing that. There's the trainer tips card. These are pretty cool. They're always in the set. But they just talk you through basically how to play the deck that you've got. Lots and lots of water energy in here. And the other beefy Pokemon, we've got Wimpod, which is one of the main attackers, because that powerful cross attack, this attack does 20 damage for each card in your opponent's hand. So I did miss that and get smacked for that a couple of times. But the biggies in here, and obviously they are a promo as well. So we've got Hone Edge, which obviously evolves into Edgeslash from Doublade. So I'll put those over to one side. But we've got Edgeslash there, which we had a quick look at. We haven't got the promo yet, so I'm hoping that the box that we haven't opened has got the promo in. But it's that Mysterious Shield ability, which I think it's not going to get an awful lot of play. And the only reason for that is that Stage 2. You've got Mimikyu, which is Stage 1. It is only 70, so that is going to take a couple of hits before it gets knocked out. We've got the standard artwork for Iron Bundle there, so let's just have a quick comparison of the two there. I actually think I prefer the standard artwork, but I am awkward. So, Iron Bundle. The cool thing about this is, I thought it was going to be a holo. It's not going to be a holo in the set, I don't think. But it is, obviously, from the deck, which are pretty cool. So we'll put that in the binder as well. We had, trainer-wise, we had Bill's Transfer, we had Jacques, we had Larry. Flip a coin. If heads, search your deck for up to 2 Pokemon, reveal them and put them into your hand. If tails, search your deck for a basic Pokemon, reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Could be useful, but it is a supporter, which is a bit of a pain. These are really warped. We've got Nimona. We've got Rika, which we saw the alt art of earlier, which was pretty cool. Alt art, full art. Is it full art? Yeah, I don't know what they are. Special, no, illustration, rares, that's it. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck and put 2 of them into your hand. Shuffle the other 2 cards back to the bottom of your deck. And then we've got Youngster. We had a Rare Candy, Minim, and a Nest Ball as well. I'm not sure if they were all from the same deck, but I don't know. I don't know if they were, actually. I've got a feeling they were. I think I kept that one quite neat for a change. One thing I haven't done, though, is... where are we now? Have we had a look in there? We haven't looked in that one. Have we? No. No, we haven't looked in that one. So the next one we're going to have a look at, and I'm not entirely sure what's in here. This is quite exciting for me as well. This is like Christmas all over again. It's like the pre-release event all over again. We'll just get rid of that. There's the trainer tips for that one. And then we do have a Screamtail, which I'd already sleeved up. We had the Devolution and Evolution as well, which were pretty cool. So I'll have a quick look at those, because those are pretty cool cards. So the Devolution It is a tool card, so you can attach it to the Pokemon if you don't already know this. And what it allows you to do is actually use it as an attack. So for 1 energy, you can devolve each of your opponent's evolved Pokemon by putting the highest stage evolution card into your opponent's hand. This, coupled with Iono, is going to be an absolute pain in the backside for Charizard decks. Because if they're fully set up with an Arceus V-Star, a Charizard EX, maybe 2 Charizard EX, the Pidgeot, all of those are going back into the hand, and then you can Iono them back to the bottom of the deck, which is pretty cool. Causes a lot of hassle, and because a lot of these decks now are using rare candies, because those rare candies have already been used, they're not kept coming back out of the discard pile. And then we have Evolution. Choose up to 2 of your bench Pokemon. For each of those Pokemon, search your deck for a card that evolves from that Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon to evolve it, then shuffle your deck. So you're getting a nice quick double evolution there if you can, and if you've got the cards in your deck. We actually pulled Roaring Moon as well, which is pretty decent, and I am definitely going to be messing around on TCG Live with this card, because we've got Frenzied Gouging there. Knock out your opponent's active Pokemon. If your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out in this way, this Pokemon does 200 damage to itself. Yes, it is doing 200 damage to itself, but that doesn't make it a bad card, because we've got that Calamity Storm as well, which for 3 energies, same as the first attack, you may discard a stadium play. If you do, this attack does 120 more damage. So that allows you to play down a stadium to actually help you do 220 damage and pick that stadium back up. That was taken out last minute out of my deck, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Chi-Yu in there. But what we also have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 code cards. Is one of those a prize pack? One of those might be a prize pack, actually. No, they're not prize packs. Oh, I thought I was giving you a prize pack then. That would have been nice, wouldn't it? But we have got some cards as well that we pulled from the set here. So we've got Charcadet, Tinkertink, Onyx, we've got Gliscor, Vanillite, another Magby, a Seadra, a Porygon with data displacement there, another energy, and then we got Garganical. Correct me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I still haven't got it, even though the game's been out forever now. With Energizing Rock Salt ability, once during your turn, you may attach a basic fighting energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. If you attach energy to the Pokemon in this way, heal 30 damage from this Pokemon. That is pretty decent. I actually quite like that card. That might be worth having a mess around with. The trouble with that card, if it does get bossed up, it's stuck in the active. So, but it's only a single prizer, so you know what, we can cope with that. We've got Crobat, we've got Gimmighoul. I'll definitely be messing around with that one. I can guarantee that. Absol, Masquerain, a Simisage. Now these are pretty cool as well. The Sage Pokemon, the Simi Pokemon, Simipour, Simisage, and Simifire, whatever that one is. Monkey Tree, it's on the card. Jesus. Simisage, Simisear, and Simipour. If you have those 3 Pokemon in play, ignore all energy in the cost of attacks used by this Pokemon. Pretty awesome, to be fair, because that's hitting for 100. That's pretty cool. Purloin, a Minun, a Morpeko, a little Wiglet, another Gimmighoul, keep those to one side, a Trubbish, a Flittle, a Grass Energy. Awesome. The Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. So we did get the Future Booster Energy Capsule, and I actually played that in my deck. The decks are scattered around somewhere. I think they might still be in my deck box, actually. The Ancient Pokemon this card is attached to gets plus 60 HP, recovers from all special conditions, and can't be affected by any special conditions. That is pretty cool. Pretty decent card. Vanillish, Toedscruel, a Vanillite, another Porygon, a Norman, draw 2 cards. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon EX, draw 2 more cards. So in today's climate, we'll say, you're probably going to be drawing 4 cards if you use that. And Pansear, a Swablu, an Oricorio, a Dark Energy, a Palkia, the big boys here, Teleportation, burst. You may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon and it does 30 damage. Pretty cool. That's the same as the Mimikyu EX attack, I believe. And prize count. If you have more prizes remaining than your opponent, this attack does 80 more damage. It's not going to be a beast in standard format, but that looks decent for Gym Leader Challenge and things like that. Steenie, a Wimpod, an Earthworm, Jirachi, another one I was quite excited to be able to get my hands on with that Stellar Veil ability. Prevent all damage counters from being placed on your bench Pokemon by effect of attacks used by your opponent's basic Pokemon. Bye bye Sableye. We've got that Slitherwing as well. We got another one of those. Another Slitherwing. And that's that for that box. So what that does leave us with is the exciting part, because we're going to crack into some brand new boxes here and some packs. Because their boxes contain packs as well, we're actually going to be bursting into, I think, 10 packs. We'll count them out because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs there, which we're going to put to one side. And then we do have another build and battle box, and it's quite cool to look at these because if you've never been to a pre-release event, you can actually see what you get on the day. You're given half an hour to build a deck out of the cards that are in here. So the cards that are in here, you get a 40 card deck, and you also get 4 packs, I believe. Yeah, 40 card ready to play deck, including 1 of 4 unique foil promo cards. So what we're after is the Xatu or the Edgeslash. And then we get 4 Pokemon TCG, Scarlet and Violet, Paradox Rift booster packs, and a code card. So we're going to split into this, and let's see. I really struggled to get into this, actually, when I was trying to, which you probably saw in the video. But, you know, we're going to have to get something sharp, I think. Oh, no. Yes, we're in. We are in. We've got the plastic off. So, you get the plastic over there in the bin. I'm going to be sensible and put everything in the bin straight away today, so that I don't have to clean up loads of mess afterwards. He says that, and then he's going to open 10 packs of 10 booster packs, which will be scattered all over the place. So there's the box. After you've taken the sleeve off, you've got the 2 big EX Pokemon from the set on the front and back. We've got Iron Valiant and Roaring Moon on the front there, and then you are presented with, and I'm going to flip that over because we want to see what promo we get last. I'm going to put these over to one side as well. So that's the box over there. A nice little pile of boxes there. Is that going to stay if I put that on top of there? Put that on top of there. See how long that stays there for. Because we have got 4 more packs there, which is pretty cool. So we've got a total of 10 packs of Paradox Rift before the release date, which is awesome. I love pre-release events, absolutely adore them. Another one of those building tips, and we have for the promo, hey, the Edgeslash. So there's the promo artwork for the Edgeslash, which is pretty awesome. I think I really like that, and we've got the Paradox Rift, if I can catch that, Paradox Rift logo in the corner. So we're going to have a quick look at this because the decks are slightly different. All the decks are very, very slightly different, but they do sort of contain similar cards, just in different orientations. So this obviously will have more Edgeslash in. That'll be the main attacker of the set, even though it's here for that ability, that Mysterious Shield ability. Golisopod is the other main attacker in the set. We've got lots and lots of water and metal energy, and then we got Wimpod, and we got 3 of those, same as the others. And then we've got 3 Golosopods. We've got 3 Honedge, so that is different. There's 2 in the other sets. We've got 2 of those and 2 of those, and there's no bundle in here, which is pretty cool. Shall we see if the trainers are any different? We've got Bill's Transfer, we've got Jacques, we've got another Larry, a Nimona, a Rika, a Youngstar, there's the Nest Ball, oops, a Rare Candy, which is pretty cool for the Edgeslash, obviously, and then there is your promo card. So we'll put those over to one side because that is pretty cool. I was going to put them back in the box, but I'd forgotten about that Jenga set sat over there. It's going to fall over. I can guarantee that will fall over. You're going to be a good lad. You're going to stay there. I'm gonna turn that one. Oh, now it's on the back. Oh, I'm gonna open it because I'm gonna put on Valiant at the front there, so you can see both of them just in the corner, hiding away. I did just touch the desk, so they will fall over. And then we have 10 Paradox Rift packs to crack into before we've even had the official release yet. So we're not going to go in any particular order, but we are going to start with the Armor Rouge because we can have a look at each of the pack arts then. Yeah, this is where the mess starts, and I start with a keyboard covered in open booster packs. We've got Flittle, we've got Trubbish, another Gimmighoul. Is it telling me I need to build the Gholdengo deck, which a lot of people are going to build. So it's going to be the Charizard of this set. This Veluza is a cheeky little card because we've got that Filet Memento. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, move up to 2 water energy from this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. That is actually going to be semi-decent in Chien-Pao decks. We've got Blindside, which is the other technical machine that we haven't yet seen. And that Blindside attack down the bottom there, which is 3 energy. This attack does 100 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. So you can attack to the bench with that one, which is pretty cool. We've got Crocodile, a Reverse Hollow Toedscruel, a Reverse Hollow Flittle, and an Esparthro, which I did have in my deck. And we got that Stance ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may prevent all damage from and effective attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon until the end of the opponent's turn. There's more text on these cards for abilities than there is for attacks nowadays. And then Glittering Eyes, if Tulip is in the discard pile, and this was the problem I had with this in play. You have to get that Tulip. Now, a lot of these decks only had 1 Tulip in them, which was difficult to find. Obviously, you don't get many search cards either. Glittering Eyes, 70 plus. If Tulip is in the discard pile, this attack does 70 damage more. So it can hit for 140. And there's your code card. I'll put those over to one side. So not the most exciting of first packs. Not the most exciting of first packs at all. But we are into pack number 2. And we're into the first Iron Valiant pack. So hopefully, that's already a good start. Hopefully that's going to bring us some good luck. We've got Jirachi there. I think that's going to be a useful card. I think that's going to see a fair amount of play. Ooh, Porygon 2. My favourite of all of the Porygons. So we'll put that there as well. Parasol Lady. We've got another Evolution TM. A Vanillux. Frigid Room. Your opponent's Pokemon that have 40 HP or less remaining can't attack. That could be a little bit of a troll deck, couldn't it? And then we've got Defiance Vest. We've got a Reverse Hollow Tandemaus. That is gorgeous. That is such a cute little card. Little crystals hiding under some rocks there. That is awesome. That's a gorgeous, gorgeous piece of artwork. Who's that? A Kubo. Awesome. Love that card. That's cool. And a Low-Kix. Low-Kix is back, but a dark type this time. If you remember from the last pre-release, Low-Kix was a grass, which you'd expect. That would sort of make a lot more sense than it being a dark. I suppose the dark makes sense because it is grass fighting. So fighting would make more sense, wouldn't it? And we're into pack number 2 of Iron Valiant. So hopefully we got some decent pulls from the last Iron Valiant pack. Hopefully this one's going to do the same for us. We've got Whismur. We've got another Flamigo. Got this sets that we've already had. We had 3 Flamigos from the sets that have been released so far. We've got Seadra, a Minior, a Simipour. That's the only Simi I think that we haven't got, which is pretty cool. That might be a cheeky little deck to build. Zeb Striker, one of the most underrated Pokemon. I'm so glad to say that it's coming back in the next DLC for Scarlet and Violet because I love that Pokemon. I think it's awesome. Burst of Braying. Choose basic energy cards from your discard pile up to the number of prize cards your opponent has taken and attach them to Pokemon any way you like. That could be a cheeky little one prizer for Miraidon decks. I don't think this is going to get much use, to be honest, but you know what? Don't knock it. We've got Plusle, a Blipbug, and an Eviltal. Awesome. Cheeky little Eviltal there. with cross-cut attack. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, this attack does 16 more damage, so it's doing 90. And Dark Edge, discarding energy from this Pokemon. Yeah, not blowing me away, I'll be honest. There's a code card. That's not blowing me away. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. If something doesn't blow me away, I'm not going to say it does. Because that is lying, and we do not lie on this channel. We do not lie. If we have an ETB, we buy an ETB. And the ETBs will be coming out soon for Paradox Rift. And we get absolutely trash pulls. I'm lying. I always say they're great, regardless. Miltank. I'm just glossing over Miltank there. Lively Tackle. If this Pokemon was healed during this turn, your attack does 90 more. Strange one. Wimpard. A Plusle. Another Tandemaus. Snorlax Doll. I actually quite like this card. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's interesting if it can be played. If there's somehow you can find it being played. You're not going to take up 4 slots with this. That's the only problem. If this card is in your hand when you are setting up to play, you may put it face down in the active spot or on your bench as if it were a 120 HP basic Pokemon. At any time during your turn, you may discard this card from play. Yeah, this card can't be affected by any special conditions and can't retreat. If this card is knocked out, your opponent can't take any prize card for it. It is interesting, and I will give it a go because I do quite like the concept. We've got Tatsugiri, we've got a Reverse Hollow Gimmighoul, Reverse Hollow Gligar, and a Bombardier EX. Pretty cool. Not one of the best EXs from the set, but we've got that fast carrier there. If you go first, you can use this attack during your first turn. Search your deck for up to 3 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. And Shadowy Wind, you may put this Pokemon and all attached cards into your hand. So that also takes the 2 prize liability away from the Pokemon in play as well, which is pretty cool. I quite like the idea of that. And then we're into pack number, I think we're into number 5 now. Yeah, we're into pack number 5. We're back onto the Armarouge. And it didn't do us well the first pack that we opened, so hopefully this one's going to be a little bit better. Golbat, a Larry.
Larry! 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 Larry!
A Yamask, a Surskit, a Simisear, that's all of them now. A Crobat, a Rourke, I quite like this card as well. Draw 2 cards, put a basic energy card from your discard pile into your hand. A Bounsweet, a Reverse Hollow Kingdra, and a Hollow Kingdra. Okie dokie, we've got some double Kingdra action going on there, which I don't mind because it's a Hollow. And we have got the Reverse Hollow for it now. So put those over to one side as well. We're into the last 5 packs and we've got one. Just got the one card. We've got the one cool card so far. So there's the Garchomp pack. And we haven't opened one of these yet. But Garchomp is a card that I'm quite excited to have a look at in TCG Live. So if that's something you'd like to see, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know that you... If there's any cards from this set, actually, if there's any EX cards you want to see me build a deck around and put on TCG Live, drop a comment in the comment section and let me know. The last technical machine that we've got from the set is Turbo Energize. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards and attach them to your bench Pokemon in any way you like, then shuffle your deck. And we've got Wugtrio. Suddenly select when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn. You may search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon tool cards, reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. There's that Blindside TM again. Aegislash, Reverse Hollow Explode, and a full art special illustration Hooper EX. I haven't actually looked at this card in too much detail, but we've got Energy Crush there. This attack does 50 damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. That is very similar to the Magnezone deck that I was playing a long time ago. In fact, it's very, very, very similar, apart from the fact that it's... I quite like that. I'm not going to lie, I quite like that. That's going to be a cheeky little... it's going to be a cheeky little Miraidon counter, that is. There's your... code card. I quite like that. I like Hooper EX. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. We'll have to see how it performs, but I am a fan of that. That could be useful, especially with so many people playing Miraidon at the moment, which is obviously, I think it's weak. This is where I'm talking absolute rubbish. I think it's weak to fighting types. We got Pampor, a little Blitzel there, a Bounsweet, a Slitherwing, a Gorgeist, Startling Pumpkin, very appropriate for this time of year. If this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, discard 2 random cards from your opponent's hand. Nothing overpowered, but pretty cool. Rika, a Reverse Hollow Tandemaus, and a Velocipod. And your code card. We're down to the last 3 packs now. Normally, I've done a lot better than this during pre-releases. So I am a little bit disappointed. But, you know what? The fire could be in these last 3 packs. Could be in these last 3 packs. So we will see. Because we start with a Whismur, a Doublade, is it Doublade? I don't know. Magby, a Surskit. Countercatcher, card that's going to get an awful lot of play. So I've got one of these, I've got 2 now. You can use this card only if you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent. And it allows you, if that's the case, to switch in one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. So it's you've got Boss as an item there, so you can use that and a supporter in the same turn if you're behind on prizes. We've got Masquerain, we've got Tinkertink, we've got Big Boy Dondozo. There's a fly just appeared. No, it isn't shot. Why do they do this to me? And a Milotic there in the rare slot, and then an energy and your code card. 2 packs here. We've got 2 packs. And in those 2 packs, we are going to pull a special illustration art. And we're going to get another Ultra Rare. We're going to get another EX. And that EX is going to be... Oh, what do I want from the set? It's going to be another Roaring Moon. Yeah. There you go. Apom. It's not going to be another region about Roaring Moon at all. Not going to be anything. We're going to get absolutely nothing from this. Can't even see anything special down the side. We've got Defiance Vest again. We didn't look at this properly last time, but if you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent, the Pokemon this card is attached to takes 40 less damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. Pretty cool. Another Veluza, a Reverse Hollow Wiglet, a Reverse Hollow Nickit, and an Armarouge EX. That is one of the predictions met now. So we've got 1 Ultra Rare, which means that the next pack is going to have not just an illustration rare, a special illustration rare in there. So let's have a quick look to see what this Armarouge actually does. We've got the ability Crimson Armor there. If this Pokemon has full HP, it takes 80 less damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. Pretty cool. And Scorching Bazooka. This attack does 40 more damage for each fire energy attached to this Pokemon. It's not great, let's be honest. That's not a great card, but it could be fun. It could be one of those little fun decks that you see played every now and again. So if you want to see that again, let me know. And then we'll have a look at the last pack, which is going to contain, as I said, a special illustration art. So we've got Porygon, we've got Oricorio, we've got Toadskull, we've got an Ancient Booster Energy Capsule, pretty cool. We've got an Orthworm, Professor Turo's Scenario. I quite like this card. Put one of your Pokemon in play into your hand. We've effectively got Scoop Up Net back, which is cool. Okay, if there is a special illustration rare, I believe it will be the next slot, but I'm not entirely sure. So we could be ending on Nimble, Reverse Hollow Wiglet, and oh, okay, pretty cool. Nothing particularly special, but it is a rare. Brute Bonnet for 120 HP. It's an ancient Pokemon, and it has Toxic Powder. Once during a turn, if this Pokemon has an Ancient Booster Energy Capsule on it, it's on it. You may make both active Pokemon poisoned. You may. Okay, strange one. And then Rampaging Hammer. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack for 120. You know what? Yeah, it's a bit disappointing, but there's your last code card. So we have had slightly better pre-release events, but you know what? I'm not going to moan because I do always go to these pre-release events because I love to see whatever the new cards are as quickly as we can, and we did get quite a few standard hollows there. We got the Esparthra, the Eviltile, the Lokix, the Kingdra, the Milotic, the Glossopod. But the big hollow that we got was that Brute Bonnet, which is one of the ancient Pokemon, and it is pretty cool artwork. It is, I can't quite read that. Anasaki Dynamic, is it Anasaki? Anasaki Dynamic. I butchered that, but you know, you get the gist. Which is pretty cool. One of the ancient Pokemon. We did get some ultra rares though, which is good. We got the Bombardier EX, we got the Armarouge EX, and then we're going into the illustration arts. So we had that Crustal illustration art, which I really like. I really think that's quite a cool art. I tried as much as possible to stay away from any spoilers for this set because I wanted to be taken aback a little bit with some of the artwork, and that's one of them. It's quite cartoony, it's quite cool, it's quite vibrant, there's a lot of vibrancy on there. I think because of all the greys and blacks in the background, the green really pops and the orange of the Crustal as well. But the big pull that we got was that Hooper EX, which is awesome. It's one of the full arts, as we called them back in the day. Sound like an old person. Back in the day, we'd have called them full arts. I don't know what they're called now. I think technically this is just a special. Is it an illustration art? Those 2 stars in the corner there. But it's pretty cool. Really like that. But we have got some special news because when it's released, we will be storing these cards in the brand new Vault X Paradox Rift specific binder, and it looks absolutely stunning. It will be similar to one of these binders here. This is the one from the Scarlet and Violet base set, and as you can see on the corner there, it's got that cool little SV1, and we've got all of these other than the Obsidian Flames because I couldn't get my hands on them. I've got the Scarlet and Violet base set one, I've got the Paldea Evolved one, and this will be the brand new one that's coming out, will be the next in the set, which is fantastic. And if you do want 10% off that, I am part of the affiliate program now, which if you subscribe to the channel, you've seen the posts on there. So you can get 10% off by using the code PokeTubs on the Vault X website, or if you're a US customer, on the Amazon website. But if you're not subscribed, subscribe because there will be loads more Paradox Rift content coming to the channel, and drop a like on this video if you like the content, and I'm sure you do. I'm sure you like the content. But until next time, thanks for sticking around, guys.